Hey everyone, Corrie Thorne here, the founder and creator of More Than Existing. I am a modern day mystic, a psychic medium, and everything in between, a published author. And my work is about helping to empower, inspire others to be able to know that there is a beautiful essence within ourselves, and that beautiful essence is for us to discover. The biggest thing I always say is the best thing you can ever do is break up with you. So and relearn and really truly relearn. So one of the things that we're doing today, what I'm doing today is I am actually recording all of the predictions for each and every month. If you have missed my yearly prediction for the big whole year in the general, well, there is two parts. And so if you go onto the YouTube channel and you can catch the two parts of the yearly predictions for 2023. So I will be doing each and every sign. And thank you for being with me and for always supporting me. Also, please remember, these do not replace any medical, psychological advice or anything else that you have been given. They are to be taken as entertainment. I am not working with anybody on an individual level, session right now. So these recordings are for you and for you to be able to just allow yourself to check back in over the year and to just see what happens. And remember, it's general, so it doesn't resonate with everyone. It may not connect with you at all. And if it doesn't, feel free to check your other signs. I'm not an astrologer. I read energy. I work with energy. So this is about the energy that is happening and existing throughout each and every sign. So thank you so much. And I look forward to sharing these with you. Hey everyone, now we are moving forward and recording the channeling through the message for the Libra forecast reading for 2023. So for my Libras, I was about to get up and go take a break, and something told me to come back, and I'm like, I'm tired of sitting. I've been recording for like 2 hours now, but it was like a do it now, don't wait. So there is a lot of things I feel like for your energy this year. It is do it now, don't wait. Don't wait on things. And I feel like for a lot of the Libra energy is you sometimes will, wait. It's like, oh, we could just do that later. It's okay. It can wait. And it's like, don't wait. And this may be tying into choices and decisions for holidays. It may be for holidays. It may be for changes in life. It may be for health. And I feel like for some of my Libras, this is also coming up around health. If you've been, oh, I need to get this done. I need to get this checked out. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's like, don't wait. Do it now, do it now, do it now. The things that need to be done now. No time for waiting. I feel like don't waste time. Time is our human moments, and not this clock time, but our human moments are, we have a number in the bank that don't get to go back in. So it's like you can't put more moments back in. You can't create more moments. These moments are the moments that we have, and you're being told to really embrace them. Do the things that you really want to do. Visit the places you want to visit if you can. And if you can't visit them in physical form, do some astral traveling. Take yourself there. I do a lot of astral traveling, and I travel to places that are beautiful and wonderful, and I can feel myself being in the presence of those places. If there's not one way to do it, find another way. So sometimes you stop and you hold yourself back and say, oh, it's not possible. I can't do this. Go into the negative before the positive. This year you have to go to I'll find a way to make things work. How am I going to do this? Is I don't have to do it the way that I think that I would have wanted to do it, but maybe there's another way. And I can still dream of getting there the other way, but making it happen. And so possibilities are all around you this year, Libra. There is a lot of possibilities and opportunities, but the things that you need to do it now. It's like, this is not the year of wait and see what the next year is going to bring, because how many more wait and sees are you going to be? We just came from a few years of everything being on wait and see. And so now it's not wait and see, it's do. I am picking up leg energy around Libra. You have issues with legs, knees, feet, like hips, lower back, all down in the lower extremities of the body, physical body, moving forward. It is about sometimes having that second guessing or fear of moving forwards, and so false evidence appearing real moving forward. We're always afraid. I'm afraid of, I'm afraid of not being able to get something right all the time, but it doesn't mean it's going to stop me. Is that being afraid pushes you, but fear, false evidence appearing real, the acronym is, it's not really true, but we allow stuff to create limited beliefs. And those limited beliefs stop you from doing the things that you really want to do in this life. And those limited beliefs are really truly coming up. So where do you have a limited belief that's been holding you back? What are the things that you've been neglecting to be able to do for yourself? Because it's always, oh, I'll just have to wait and see on that. I have to wait and see on that. Because wait and see, everything still trickles away. Everything still falls away. If it's waiting to pay this or waiting to do that, everything will still trickle. Then we get out of the flow of allowing the flow of energy to flow in and out, right? And so if you're always holding on and you're never ever doing, then it limits us. You live sometimes a safe life, right? You live in the energy of, I'm safe right here. But if you're not living and you're just existing, then what's the point of that safe? It's still not going to give you more moments or more times here on earth, ever. So this is a year of being able to, break free, break out, let yourself be free of some of those, let yourself be free of some of those narratives and stories that have held you for so long and held you back, because that also is holding you from being able to fully heal the things that need to be healed within, that have been trapped in the body. Even if the mind has healed, the body hasn't. So somewhere you are limiting, you are denying yourself the opportunity to fully heal, to fully grow, to fully evolve, to fully expand, to fully live, and not for every single Libra. They talk as if we're talking directly to you. And if it feels like it's directly to you and it's resonating and it's hitting home, there may be a big, strong message here for you. So, and if you find yourself getting irritated with it, then there's something in here that you really need to listen to that you don't want to hear. And that's how I say, it's like, when I know I'm irritating my own self, there's something that I'm not willing to listen to for myself. And the reason why all this is coming up for us is because there is a lot of good news. My Libras, I'm telling you, right before I started, I kept hearing back to some messages that I did for Libra, either last year or the year before. And they were when I was doing all of my monthly messages. And on a regular basis, there was these messages coming up for Libra, like a lottery, winning big in life, like big. And it doesn't mean the lottery, but like really, truly something to really celebrate, like finally getting that sense of gratification, satisfaction, that sense of being rewarded, repaid for something that was robbed from you, taken from you, opportunities that you robbed yourself of that you didn't get, but it was coming back. And I'm like, and then everything kind of went, and all energy just kind of felt like everything went stagnant. And when I was preparing to record these, and I don't remember those videos, but I got a flashback and I could remember words, and that it was Libra. There was 2 signs that I was recording, and I heard Libra and Taurus come in. And so something in your Libra energy is coming back around that you may have lost hope or faith in, that you may have given up on. I feel like it's coming back full circle this year, but you have to be available, and you have to be available for what is coming. For, if that was you, if that was your, something that felt like it was just coming to life a few years ago, you have to be available for it. You have to be here for it and to be present for it. And so if you're not able to do this on your own, I suggest you find someone to help you. We have the Hermit here. And so this, don't get caught up in what the world's got happening. I feel like kind of go dormant to the world. So as the world feels like it's telling us this and that, and everything it's like, there's the good, bad, and the ugly, right? is like, even if it's the great things, you don't even need to hear the great things. You don't even hear the worst things. You need to be within your realm of self right now, and just believing in you, believing what is possible for you, really truly knowing that there is some sort of like sense of, there's a resolution, a revolution, um, inspiration that's really truly coming through for the Libra energy. And the news of celebration, right? I just got the news, something to celebrate. And I feel like this comes after the winter. I feel like this comes after a period of time, but we're also being told is to be very aware. It's in time to really restore that sense of self, to know your worth and your value, so that whatever's coming in, you don't self-sabotage it, you don't push it away. So this could be like the love of your life. That could be your lottery. It could be the ideal job. It could be the ideal position in a job, in a career you're already in. It could be, that could be someone's sense of a win, is some people's is much different than others, right? And so these wins, is there is a lot of win energy there, and there's things for you to celebrate, but you have to remove the limited beliefs, which is hermiting, go inward right now, travel within, awaken that inner guru, that inner life coach, or seek out your life coach or your help or your intuitive guide. It's what we do. And to just be able to remove the obstacles that are standing in the way, or those sense of where you've kind of shut down, lost faith, lost hope, and restore that within yourself, so that these beautiful things can start to get in for you. And I just feel like it is as the changes of season come in, I feel like it's like, as you come out of the dark, as you come out of the cold, as you come out of these experiences, I feel like life is kind of like being like, the weight of the world is being lifted off your shoulders, something that gives you some sense of relief, freedom, some good news. It could be your health. It could be that you've been waiting for these reports, and then all of a sudden you get just miracle, that things are not what they thought it was and things are better. Maybe that's it. But there's just so many things that just says, this is this is a year that brings forth like a lot of things that are springing in, that has the energy and the possibility to bring good things into your life. A turnaround, a comeback. You may be 75, 80, and this could be your comeback year. This could be a year to say, I told you so. Look, I told you this was mine. And you can't be sitting on your indecisions and indecisiveness. And you need to be able to be you, to make the choices and decisions that you want to make. And right, we're moving in a new direction. There's a lot of movement in every one of these readings this time around. This card has come out in a lot of sessions. So there is a lot of shifts. There's a lot of moves. There's a lot of changes in directions, changes in plans. But not being afraid to be Libra is someone who has to be, a little more spontaneous this year. Be a little spontaneous in your choices and your decisions, but become, find what it is that's inspiring you, and to let yourself be held back by fear of anything moving forward. And I see somebody setting up a crib. And so that may be your celebration. It may be that you may have been trying for years for a child, or you've been waiting for a grandchild and it hasn't been happening. But I just see there is I see someone setting up a crib, a bedroom, like a baby's room, putting together a baby's room. I see, and all I see is the crib going together, and the walls, and just this pretty colors and soft blues, or, maybe soft pink, but soft bluesy colors, and just gentle little colors. And see, no more procrastinating. 7 of summer, like this is the 7 year. There is no more procrastinating. It's time to now finally start to make the decisions. And but some choices, you do have to be cautious with some. There is some caution in here. Be aware, because whatever you get, you could give it all away, because you can be too kind. And kindness can be a problem if it's too kind, if it's over kind, if it's that sense of you forget and you neglect you. That's where self-sabotage can come in. So if you get some big win and then everybody in the family got their hands out, before you know it, you don't have it, right? So you have to care for you first, whatever it may be. And so this is where I have some heads up. So I have some heads up coming in. I'm going to go back to the crypto. So I have this baby's room. You've seen this baby room. Then I see this crib, rocking chair. I'm seeing like the whole room set up. So I feel like for this might be very specific for someone who's in the Libra energy, who's just been waiting for that moment in their lives or whatever it is. But there is a new little baby in a crib, and and possibly someone who's been waiting for so long or not believing it was going to happen, may have gone through, maybe some miscarriages, who knows? Like, I don't really know the whole backstories. All I'm getting is the picture, but just saying, because what I get with it is like, I just keep looking in through the room and just going, I never thought I'd see this day. And there it is. And it's all right there. And I see it all being directly right there. Okay. Now, back into the sense of wise choice. So I have the caution, but wise action. So you're still moving forward. There is a move forward, but it's like skating on thin ice, right? It's like you see this beautiful ice and she's skating on the ice, not seeing things clearly. So it's like you see ice, you want to skate. You see things and you want to help. You see people and you want to help them. But sometimes what you don't see is how many more times people have tried to help other people. So there's a master manipulator energy around you. And I feel like someone has the ability to be a master manipulator, and they play on your kindness and they play on your weakness. And it's like they come back into your life, or they want to come back in, or they want something from you, but you have to be very honest. You have to be very aware of their intentions, because they're not truthful and they're not honest. And they have done this to other people before. And the moment there's something there, they are like back in there, like dirty shirt, right? And don't be aware, be freaking aware, because all they need is to get in there. And I just feel like there's just going to be too much being taken, too much taken advantage of you. So in the meantime, you're going to be very much there for all the other things that are happening in your life. And I feel like there's just someone who just kind of shoots it straight to you, just gives it to you straight and says, come on, give your freaking head a shake, get with this. You know what you're doing. You know who your people are. And I just feel like all the wise decisions and all the yeses you say to you and some of the no's you have to say to other people just empower you. And it's like, there's just this beautiful energy around you, beautiful opportunities, beautiful moments, and not to be missing out on them. And for some of you, it's the year where you will purchase a new vehicle. That's why I said, don't get caught up in the world's energy of saying, oh, shouldn't be buying this now. You shouldn't be doing this now. Well, you should be living, and you should be not afraid to living, because if everyone believes the narratives that we shouldn't be doing things, and everyone stops, then everything stops. We've just been through that. This is not a time for stop. It's a time for go. And it's time to be assertive with that. It's not a time to back down. It is a go time for you, Libra. It's a go time to get moving forward. So if you've been looking, same freaking card again. Please remember, no more procrastinating, becoming assertive with that energy, start pushing forward. So it's like, there is no more shutting down. There is no more, it's time to live. It's time to go. It is a go time. There's beautiful moments that are unfolding here for you. Beautiful opportunities that are coming. In like within your thoughts, like you're thinking about things or things are happening. So like I said, I see some, finally wanting to buy something new, invest in something for yourself, car, house. It may be a new wardrobe. It might be renovating a room in your house, and you've been putting it off and not doing it because it's like you're holding on to the money, afraid to spend it. But in the meantime, the money's been trickling away, and things will still trickle away, because when we fear the lack of, we step right back into a lack of. And you are the deciding factor in your life. That is the one that will decide whether or not you'll live in your celebration of your beautiful life, or you'll be constantly still waiting for the life to come, still sitting there going, it's never happened, because you're missing to see the point of where those moments are. You are the active ingredient in here. You have to be the passion and desire. You have to know that you have it within you, that you've been given the choices and decisions you're choosing for yourself. The ship's coming in or ship's going out. How do you want to see it? right? It's like maybe the ship's already dropped you off and you're on land, and all you got to do is turn around, look around, and see that the ship brought you to shore. You've been dropped off and in a new time, in a new energy, and it's time for you to start really living there. We have the moon, and we have a full moon coming up. We have the full, and yeah, we have the full moon coming up on the 6th, I believe it is, of January. And this full moon is a Cancer moon, and this full moon is a wolf moon. And so this moon that's coming up has a lot of that emotions. How are you emotionally responding to your world? And it's like, if the moon is coming and you're like, oh, the moon is making me do this, nothing's making you feel that way but you and your thoughts and how you are communicating to yourself. And so this is telling us that, I feel like there's a battle, a war over, there's an end of a time coming, and you're reaping the rewards of, the light is shining in on. This is not shadow work. This is the end of shadow work. This is a time to, I just feel like it's like you've in your mind, in your heart, you've always known something was going to come back to you, or something is being rewarded to you, something like that. And it's still there coming back into you. And that could be, love coming back. This could be something beautiful coming in the way of, how children love to do things for their parents because they've done a lot of good things for them. Well, maybe that's the way it's coming in. But I just see it entering in many of the Libras, in that Libra energy. So if you're going to catch the wave, get on, ride the wave of that. Look at where Libra, if you're watching for your houses, it's like, where does Libra sit in your house, and how much Libra is in your own chart, and to pay attention to that. But don't let kindness, don't let yourself get lost in being kind to a master manipulator energy, because it is around you. Like I said, lower body. I mean, I'm getting some lower body things that are happening. I also have, I want to take a breath in yours. It's so busy. I just feel like your year feels like it's busy. It feels like time is flying. Don't waste your moments. I feel like it's just like it's a catch-up time. There's just so much to do. I see you at I see gatherings around you, see people coming together around you. A sense of feeling the fire burning, like home fires, like the sense of a home fire, like that burning desire to live your passion, live your dreams, put yourself back in your dreams this year. There is, I do see some of you even taking that dream trip, going on a dream trip. And I got somebody with hearing issues. And I'm like, it's almost like, get some hearing aids. If you've been having hearing issues, not being able to hear properly, it's not everyone's getting hearing. It's a different frequency, right? It's like you've been tuning in and getting like an upgrade in your ability to be able to hear. For some of my Libras this year, this is also about, some of the greatest gifts is the awareness that our own gifts are awakening within us, and realizing that you are the gift. And so you may be awakening to your own gifts, to your own energy, to your own truth within you. Let's see, I have the death, and the death is in an end, right? So it's in reverse. I have the endings of the old. I have the sun coming in, beautiful things unfolding. The illusion of being trapped is because you have limited beliefs that are getting you caught in the way. And the 8 of Pentacles, which is, blueprinting, building this new life, this belief that you've got to remove the limited beliefs now, because this is major arcanas that are happening, major moments. And when we look at the Page of Pentacles, I always think of the golden feather story, the peacock and the golden feather, and, the wanting the feather in the hat moment, and that going in to try to get the peacock from the golden feather from the peacock, or from the golden bird, whatever, and getting that golden feather and chasing down the peacock, and finding the peacock just said, how about I just give you a feather, and you go back and tell everyone that you conquered the peacock to get that feather, you conquered the bird to get that feather. And so to get the feather in your hat is like, what sometimes are you doing in order to get the feather in your hat? So if you're being over kind, too kind, just to say, I'm a kind person, I'm a good person, stop living in that claim to fame story, because that claim to fame story can be your absolute destruction. there is sometimes you got to learn the power of doing the right things for the right reasons, and it is to say no and say, you know what, I can be powerful without having to put that feather in my hat, without having to live in those claim to fame moments, so that you can come into that essence of transformation within your own life to grow and evolve your life, to live your life. And, she's got a hawk. And so the hawk knows directly everything is lined up. There's those final little pieces. This year is about putting all of the final little touches on, doing the final little pieces to be able to get to a specific place within your life that is like your destiny. And I feel like there is some destiny, some dharma, some beautiful moments that are like divine purposes that are just unfolding, that are just coming forth, and that are being revealed for within that Libra energy this year, and for you to be able to capture it, to hold on to it. And I see somebody sailing away. Now, have you been a sailor or dying to go on a cruise or like something like that? I do see like a boat, a cruise, a sailing, like some sort of trip adventure that, this is a good time to start to planning that. Even if you don't do it this year, start investing into that, start planning it, start organizing it, start creating that whole dream, and see the date, like set the date you're going, and send that beautiful feeling forward to that feeling, to that moment, so that you know that it's happening. And if it's not a cruise, just anything in your life, start doing that, start creating that, start sending that forward, start putting that energy there, and then working towards that. This is a year of completion of goals, about setting knowing the big goal that may come in 2024, but doing all of the little micro steps, right? All the little mini pieces that go with it, doing all the little mini things that makes that goal a reality for 2024. Because I feel like 2024 is when a lot of the realities of the things that you really love will really be unfolding for a lot of that Libra energy as well. So this is like a 2-year span, a 2023, 24. And I just keep hearing, don't miss the boat. Don't miss the boat. Don't miss the opportunities. Don't get caught up in the negative. Don't let doubt in. Don't let fear in. It's time to start moving forward. And it's like some of you are getting your angel wings. And I don't mean leaving Earth. I mean in the sense of just kind of starting to feel that you're more than your human self. Like there's so much more to you. The connection into your spirit, the essence of living from spirit, feeling like finally coming to life and just being alive. It is a good year to pick up a new hobby, a new, if it's something that you've been really wanting to try, pottery, painting, whatever it is, really pick up those creative, those hobbies that just really, that you've been wanting to do. And that could be even so much as, wanting to start working out, hire someone who can help you, but don't get overcommitted. Don't overdo things. Do things in small increments and set yourself up for success. Because if you go all in, you may fall back and not be able to fully follow through. And if you don't follow through, you're going to be hard on yourself again. So small increments to get to one big goal is huge for this year. And a lot of beautiful things, just a lot of beautiful energy that is around you. Don't be afraid to take on, a course that's totally out of the norm for you. Don't be afraid to listen to podcasts that are just totally not what you would have done. Just know that there's just, this is a year of experimenting with the unknown, living in the unknown, and just knowing good things are available to me. Good things are here for me. It's not a doom and gloom. It's not a negative. Good things are waiting for me. Good things are here for me. There's all of these beautiful things, and I'm going to be a part of those beautiful things. Make that your year, live that as your year, and just know that you are here to live in the beautiful world, and not to let that master manipulator, even in our own mind or out there in the world, to kind of step back in and take away from these beautiful moments for you. Much love. Bye-bye.